Hey everyone, welcome back to Bill's Retro Gaming News. Now today I wanted to hit on a couple of different things that have come up recently. We've got a couple of retro games coming out for consoles and some news on more games coming soon. We've got a new look at the Golden Tee Pro or XL cab, whatever you want to call it, coming, and it looks like it may be coming sooner rather than later. And on top of that, some really great bargains and deals on Arcade1Up cabinets. So let's get started looking at some new news. So the first thing I want to bring up is a new game coming from Capcom called Capcom Fighting Collection. This is, as the name suggests, a new collection of 10 different fighting games, some of which we haven't really seen before, or certainly not recently for any systems or any arcade machines. This collection is going to include Darkstalkers, Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Hunter 2 Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior 2, Street Fighter 2 The Anniversary Edition, Red Earth, which is a game I hadn't really heard of before, but it looks kind of cool, Gem Fighter, Cyberbots, and Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo. All the games in this collection include online play. There's going to be an art gallery for each of the games. You'll have access to background music collection, so you can listen to the music on its own if you want, plus different special enhanced features. This game is going to come out on June 24th, and it's going to be available for the Switch, the PS4, Xbox One, and PC via Steam. So if you're a fan of these old school Capcom fighting games, this is definitely one to look for and to check out when it comes out. Next up, we have some news from Square Enix. Now, during the Nintendo Direct earlier this month, Square Enix announced a new game called Live Alive. Actually, it's an old game. It's a game that was out in Japan back in the SNES days that never made it over here, that they are reimagining, remaking. They're doing it in what they call a 2D HD kind of conversion, where you've got the old school pixelated 2D sprites, but on top of a 3D background, all with high-res graphics. And it looks like they may be considering doing something like that for other games. So this news comes via videogamechronicles.com, and I will have a link to the article down below. It says HD 2D is what Square Enix uses to describe the art style given to its Switch games Octopath Traveler and Triangle Strategy, along with the new one Live Alive, which is coming out. The style places 2D sprites in a 3D world designed to look like an HD take on the SNES era. As reported by Famitsu during a new radio show on Square Enix Japan's YouTube channel, developers working on Triangle Strategy confirmed that Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda wants the studio to use the art style to remake SNES games. This includes a remake of Japan-only Super Famicom release Live Alive, which was announced during the last Nintendo Direct presentation, and reimagines the 16-bit original in the HD 2D art style. The president ordered us to make more use of HD 2D, so we decided to think about remakes of past titles, producer Tomoya Asano said. So we lined up possible titles and thought about which could be done in HD 2D and brought them to the president. Asano continued, the list included titles released by Square and Enix for the Super Famicom, ones which were suited for HD 2D, ones which were unsuitable for it, and ones which were impossible to play, like Mahjong games. We lined up all of them and made a presentation that Live Alive was the most suitable. The second place was ActRaiser. A modern remaster of ActRaiser was released on the Switch in 2021, named ActRaiser Renaissance. It also presented the game in a new art style, though it's not clear whether Square Enix counts it as HD 2D or whether the term is specifically for games like Octopath Traveler, Triangle Strategy, and Live Alive. So interesting. Obviously, we know that this Live Alive game is coming out, but this makes it sound like they may be considering more games. Maybe we'll get a new version of ActRaiser beyond the one that came out in 2021. Maybe we'll get some different games. Maybe they'll redo Chrono Trigger in this style. That would be super cool. I would be so down for a remake of Chrono Trigger in this style. That would just be fantastic. And there's, just a number of other games that could definitely benefit from this and just look amazing on these new consoles. So something to keep in mind, something to look forward to. Don't know if Live Alive is of interest to anybody or not. If it is, let me know in the comments if that's something you're looking forward to, if you like the idea of them remaking these games and re-releasing them. Next up, it looks like we've got more information on the Golden Tee Arcade 3D edition coming from Arcade1Up. Now, it depends on where you look at this. Some people are calling this XL, kind of in the style of the NBA Jam that was just the Shaq edition that was just announced. Some people are calling this a Pro Cab. So not 100% sure which way this is going to go yet. But there are a couple of new listings for this, especially in the UK. So there's a company called game.co.uk that has this listed on their website. And you can see it here. They've got a pre-order up for £499.99, which, based on the current conversion rate, puts that at about $675 US. So I don't know if that includes VAT or not, or if that's that's the full price. Are we going to see something in the realm of that conversion to $675? Are we going to see it closer to $600, closer to $700? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But the interesting thing is, well, there's two interesting things here. First off is an updated list of the games, and they listed as Golden Tee 3D 95, Golden Tee 97, 98, 99, 2K, Golden Tee Classic, Shuffle Shot, and World Class Bowling. And I believe the last listing we had Strata Bowling on it. This doesn't include that, so I don't know if that means it's been removed or if this is just not a complete listing. But definitely a ton of Golden Tee games on here to enjoy, and a couple of different ones with the Shuffle Shot, Shuffleboard type game, and World Class Bowling, which is obviously a bowling game. I'd like to see a couple more bowling games on it too, bump the list up a little bit and make it a little more replayable. But even the Golden Tee games are going to be fun and fantastic. The other thing here is they have a release date of summer 2022. Now this is in the UK. Not sure if they're going to be getting it first and then we'll be getting it in the US, or if it's going to be about the same time. I would say, if we're looking at summertime, keep an eye out on the Arcade1Up site. Hopefully this is going to show up there and we'll get an official announcement relatively soon. But this is what I am definitely looking forward to. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and it just adds more and more credibility to the fact that this is absolutely coming, even if Arcade1Up hasn't officially announced it yet. And finally, I just want to point out some great sales that seem to be going on Arcade1Up machines right now. If you go over to walmart.com and do a search for Arcade1Up, you will find some really great deals going on. The first, and the one that everybody is clamoring for right now, is the Simpsons Arcade. They have the Simpsons Arcade listed at $399, which is a phenomenal deal. Now, this does include the riser. I believe it does have the light up marquee, although it's, see, from the picture here it looks like it does. But what it does not include is the stool. So you get the game, you get the riser, you get the light up marquee. You're just not getting the stool at that price. So still a great deal, especially if you don't really care about the stool. So that's definitely one to look at while this sale is going on. Another interesting one I wanted to point out is the Mortal Kombat Midway Legacy 12-in-1. Now, they have this listed for $250. Now, again, this does not include the riser, and it does not have the light-up marquee. So this is kind of the Walmart special version of this that, like I said, does not include the riser, does not include the light-up marquee, but has all the same games, the same controls as the standard one. And at $250, this may be a good one to look at. Look, the marquee, you could swap that out. There's tons of options online if you want a light up marquee. You could definitely swap that out. Riser, you can get a riser. As a matter of fact, I think you can get a riser from Walmart for like 45 bucks. Yeah, right here, 44 bucks. You can get just a standard riser. Granted, it's not going to have the Mortal Kombat logo or any of the extras on it. It's just going to be the generic riser. But at that price, you know, it's definitely something to consider if you're interested in this game, if you don't care to wait for the new legacy that's going to be coming out with the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, definitely check that out. Another site that's got some great deals going on right now is Best Buy. And if you go over to their website and take a look, first off, what you'll see is that all the pinball games are on sale. So down from $7.50 to $5.99, which is a great deal on all of these games. If you're at all interested in the Arcade1Up pinball machines, and it's the Attack from Mars machine, it's Star Wars, and Marvel. All three are available at $5.99. So yeah, it's a great deal on the pinball games going on right now. Another one of interest is the Ms. Pac-Man Galaga 81 edition. This is down from $5.99 to $4.99. Great game. This is definitely one that I'm looking forward to adding to my collection one day. I don't know if it'll still be on sale when I'm ready, but if you're in the market for this right now, now's the time to definitely snatch this one up while it's $100 off. On top of that, they've also got the Golden Axe game at $4.50. So again, down $100 from $5.50 to $4.50. So I know there's been a lot of great reviews on this one. Another 4-player cab, and for a 4-player cab at $4.50, that's again a really good, fantastic bargain. Not sure how long this one will last. This one's been out for a while, so definitely snatch this one up if you're at all interested in it. Well, that's it for today. Just wanted to point out some of this news that I've seen come along. The Capcom Fighting game, the fact that Square Enix is looking at remaking and remastering some of their old SNES RPG classics. So definitely looking forward to seeing what more they might have coming down the line at some point. More information now on the Golden Tee XL/Pro cab and when we might expect to see it, and some great sales going on Arcade1Up cabinets. So you know, again, if you're interested in any of the ones that I mentioned, check them out, get them while they last. You know, these sales don't always last long, so you know, look at them while you can. And that's it for now. As always, if you're new to the channel, or if you've seen some of my videos before and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, hit that button, hit the notification bell to get notified when I put new videos out. Give this video a like, share with your friends, and it'll just help my channel grow. All right, that's it for now. I will be back again soon. Take care.